moment again. Liverpool.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Cop Council. How are we all? Hopefully, all of you are on a fantastic day wherever you are around the world, and Happy New Year to begin with. Of course, this is our first video of 2021. Thank God it's over 2020, but of course, you know, there are still things about anyway. But the more positive news, anyway, football, and in particular, Liverpool Football Club. We have a game against Southampton, of course, tomorrow, Monday night football. I think it's been a while since Liverpool been playing on a Monday night, but still, anyway, you know, it's nice to, you know, think about the Reds anyway, instead of what's happening around the world, of course, anyway. But hopefully, all of you are having a fantastic day, of course. I've seen for the last 10 minutes I've been setting up this stream, and I've seen all of you in the comment section, so hello to all of you. I will get to all of your comments and that, because you guys seem to be very hyped for tonight's video. Don't know why, but all of you do, so you know, thank you so much for tuning in anyway. Jack is in saying, let's go Reds, you never walk alone. Hello Jack, hopefully you're having a fantastic day, mate. Dave's in with the thumbs up and saying we need 3 points tomorrow night. We do indeed, we do very much need 3 points, and like I said in the title, you know, it's time to step up the gears for Liverpool, in my personal opinion anyway. It is time for us to, you know, start to pull away from the rest now, and you know, build that nice little gap like we did last season. So, you know, for me, I absolutely agree in that. Doug is in as well. I have some interesting news about Southampton. I've seen you put it in the chat as well. I know already about it, and we will talk a little bit about it in a little bit. Data's in saying Thiago to score would be very interesting. Like the video and subscribe if you're new to the Cup Council. Cheers, guys. Yeah, absolutely. If you can, then please hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to enable notifications, because YouTube hate notifications for some random reason. Seamus is in as well, saying good evening, everyone. Hello, how are you doing, mate? Hopefully you are well. Let me scroll down where we buy. There we go. Doug saying hi to Seamus as well. Data saying good evening. Doug saying good evening to Data as well. I have to scroll down a bit more. Doug, Data saying hi to Doug. Doug saying Happy New Year, by the way, to everyone. Data saying it back. Seema saying we definitely need 3 points tomorrow, but going to be a difficult game. It is going to be a difficult game. Southampton are a very, very good side, and to be fair, you know, going back probably a month ago, they were, you know, second, third in the league. We were all thinking like, oh, Southampton could be the team that, you know, gets into the top 4 and that, and you know, they still possibly can. You know, Chelsea are considered a title rival, and you know, we all know what's happening there at the moment. Manchester United are supposedly in the title race. I'm not having it, the Man United in the title race. I've had this conversation, and I had a couple of people, you know, saying, was I joking? No, Man United are not in the title race, in my personal opinion, but let me know in the comment section anyway. You know, I know there's a couple of Man United people in here as well. I don't mean it disrespectfully, but you know, you are local rivals and that. But to be fair, it's nice to see a Man United Liverpool rivalry yet again. Seema says we definitely need 3 points tomorrow, but going to be a difficult game, like we said. Seema saying Happy New Year. Data says 3 points. It is. I can't see anything less. To be fair, I can't see anything less. To be honest with you, mate, I'm just hoping and praying it isn't another draw, because we've drawn 3 out of our last 5 games, and it's been frustrating as hell. So you know, we need to get that win anyway, of course. Let me go back up because I missed Seema's comment. I was watching the darts, but that is one-sided. Yeah, to be fair, I did check out the darts before I came on. Doug is in. Good evening, Connor lad. Ben is in as well. Ben, yeah, well, to be fair, Ben, Diamond Heist can wait. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Jackson, yes, the Reds hope you're all having a boss night. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day as well, mate. FC Red Forever channel is in. Hello, how are you? You know, of course, we did set, meet on Twitter. I think that's how we can safely say. So, you know, nice to see you in the chat anyway, mate. Diego's in saying Happy New Year to all, and at the Cop Council, Happy New Year to you as well, my friend. You know, it's hard. I was thinking about this a couple of days ago. You know, the best thing to come out of 2020 was Liverpool winning the Premier League title. In my personal opinion, it just was. You know, it's hard to say it and that, but that was the best thing of 2020 anyway. It was just a shit year, wasn't it? It was a shit year, apart from Liverpool. Diego, sorry. Doug says, Timo Werner's Chelsea career summed up when he gets tackled by the corner flag. Yeah, I feel sorry for Timo, man. I can't I'm sorry, I can't hate him. I can't. I don't think any Liverpool fan can give him stick. We can all banter him. We can. Like, let's be honest, we can banter him because, he's having a shocker at Chelsea right now. But we can't, worst him at him. He was the guy that we all wanted. That's not mistaken this. We all love Thiago Jota, and I do. Jota's, absolutely fantastic. But, he was the main man for Liverpool even before Thiago was even talked about. So, I'm just going to say, just wasn't in that really in the factors anyway. What else do we have? Seaman says City tore Chelsea apart in that first half. They did. They absolutely did. Chelsea had 5 minutes of good football, and then it just went down the pan. It went down the pan, and I think City are still a title challenger. Everyone was like, "Oh, do you see them as a title rival, really?" And it was like, they're on the cusps, really. They could fall apart, they could not, especially with all the COVID cases that they have right now. But of course, that performance, just shows you why they are still up there. It's ridiculous. And to be fair to City, they did destroy Chelsea, to be fair. Owen's in as well. How are you, Owen? Says, Happy New Year, everyone. Has Southampton well organised, but hopefully will come at us and will exploit the space. Will Thiago start? That's the big question, to be fair, Owen. And he has done a fantastic job at Southampton, to be fair, especially after that. If Bayer's in, the 9-0 win that Leicester had, since then, I think, he's taken Southampton to a tremendous place. And like we said a month ago, people were saying that, they could be, up there with top four, and they still possibly can be. It is so close. The league, of course, Gary Neville alluding to Manchester United being joint top, even though second, and that. So, just saying. Owen, Doug says, yes, Owen as well. Ben says, we've got money to make. Tom is up for jobs instead. Oh no, I've been kicked off. GTA jokes, if anyone knows. Data says United are not good. They have won a lot of points with the 8 of VAR. Don't rate them at all. Yeah, I don't. I'm the same, mate. I think they've won 2 out of 10 without a VAR decision going for them. So just saying. But look, and I'm not gonna wasp him here and go, oh yeah, Man United are trash. They've got no good players. All of them are trash. Let's be honest. Bruno Fernandes is probably the best midfielder in the Premier League on current form. Realistically, the best midfielder in the world and in the Premier League is Thiago Alcantara. But we won't, he hasn't been fit enough to even be in the conversation yet. So, that is, put a downbeat on it anyway, in particular, of course. But, I've forgotten to say this anyway, but we do start off today's preview then, really, because this is a match preview show, if you didn't know. We do start it with a bit of sad news anyway, and that is the sad passing of the leader of the Jerry and the Pacemakers, and Jerry Mormonk, I think that's how you pronounce it. I've absolutely butchered it probably. And that, of course, there he is, performing at Anfield. I believe this photo was taken a couple of years ago. Of course, we all know the theme, You Never Walk Alone. It's, one of the biggest, if not the biggest, anthems in world football. So, it's a sad day then, really, for Liverpool, because I think as soon as you think of Liverpool, you think of that song in particular, and of course, Liverpool had their tweet as well, of course, condoling and that, and saying Jerry's words will live on forever with us. You'll never walk alone, and that. And it was a sad day because, of course, like I said, I think all of us, we all relate to that song, especially in 2020 anyway. I know that they sang it for the NHS workers, early on in the year, last year, and it is such a song that connects, not only with football, it is, a song that is connected to so many other things. And I think that I didn't want to do that. I wanted to remove it. It is such an iconic song. and let alone a football anthem. So, it is a truly, truly remarkable song, and we will forever, ever remember, that song and him in particular as well, of course. But let's move on then a little bit then from the sad news, then really more sad news going into 2021 anyway. But of course, someone did mention him, and that was Thiago Alcantara. Now, will he start? Won't he start? For me, he has to start. For me, he is. If you guys watched that Newcastle game, a couple of days ago, and that midfield three of, James Milner, Curtis Jones, and Jordan Henderson, it wasn't working. It clearly was not working, and I think the majority of us knew that it wasn't working as well. And it was just frustrating to watch at times as well, because they were just too similar in terms of play. As soon as Thiago come on, was easily the best player on the pitch. And for me now, that's 3 games that he's played and has been the best player in all 3 games, which I don't think there has been a midfielder, apart from probably Stevie G, that has done that can just walk into a game and just boss the game and just completely take it by the rails. And that, yes, we drew 0-0, and to be fair, there was one player in particular that was really frustrated about that I will talk about in a little bit. But for me, he's been, fantastic, whenever he's played. And it's been, of course, very limited due to first COVID, and then, of course, getting injured due to Richarlison's dirty challenge, if we want to call it that. And now, with him being fit and ready and available, for me, it's frightening. And I'm a Liverpool fan. That's the thing. It's frightening that the fact that we have such a player that is so good, and as you can see, it brings a smile to my face, because he is that player. He is such a good player, and it's not even just good. He is world class. He's in that bracket. Of course, last week or the week before, you had the UEFA awards, and of course Lewandowski won, the Player of the Year, which I thought, brilliant. An actual, player that deserved to win it actually won it, not Messi and Ronaldo. But the midfielders, you had De Bruyne, Thiago, and Kimmich. I believe Kimmich won it. I could be wrong. It could have been De Bruyne. But just to have a Liverpool player in that bracket anyway, of course, Virgil was, in the defenders. Ali was in goalkeeper awards and that. And, we have now a world-class position at every single position. And that's scary in particular. And the frightening thing is as well, we have, Fabinho as well has been the best centre back in the Premier League this season. We've got Thiago back now. Jota's going to be coming back. There's more and more players coming back. Mo will hopefully stay keeping in form. Sadio will be banging in goals and that. And it's just frightening to think that, position by position, we've got world-class players, all around us. And that's frightening, in my opinion. And I think it is. And the rest of the league should be. And I said it a couple of weeks ago. I think many people have underestimated us, since the Van Dijk injury, and they've gone, "Oh, Virgil's injured for Liverpool now. That's it. Liverpool, they can't defend the Premier League title. It's done. It's over." And even though we've drawn 3 out the last 5 games, we're still top of the Premier League. We've still got, all of our players to come back, the ones that have been injured and that, there's rumors that Virgil could be back before the end of the season. There's, it just brings a smile on my face. And it's like, if Liverpool can be top by this time next month, and it's about a 5-point gap or anything like that, I'm going to say this right now. I think we're going to win the league. I'm probably going to look back at May now, and this will be egg on my face, but I'm just going to say it right here, right now. Liverpool, for me, are just so dangerous. And I think, just have that feeling. I have that feeling that Liverpool can just go on an 11, 12, 13 game run and just go on and just destroy teams week in, week out. And I think that begins with Southampton, me personally anyway. But guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I will have to scroll up because there's been a load of comments. Where we buy. Hang on a minute, guys. Right, there we go. Doug says, rest in peace to Jerry as well. And then obviously you guys paying tribute as well. R.I.P. Jerry. I saw him a long time ago in a concert. Oh, that's nice data. It's a lovely thing, really, that we can all remember. And like we said, it is the songs about Owen with the about that R.I.P. as well. Greetings, Connor. Hello, John. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day, mate. Ben says Thiago is the meat on a roast dinner. Data's gone with the gravy. Yeah, he is. He is that. To be fair, to me, he's the Yorkshire of a cooked dinner. I love a Yorkshire pudding, to be fair. LFC Reds Forever says, mate, what do you think of the front three not passing to each other? I think that's a bit of a myth, if I'm being honest with you. I think, media will spin things around all the time. Like, look, they'll say, "Oh, look, this is like." Remember when I think it was Talk Sport or Shit Sport, or whatever, however you want to pronounce it, was like, "Oh, like 10 times Mohamed Salah hasn't passed to Sadio Mane, and likewise, and that, and vice versa." And I'm like, this is just made for crap, because at the end of the day, Liverpool, look, Mo Salah is selfish. He is. We all know Mo is selfish, and we all love him for it, because he scores the goals that wins us, the Premier Leagues, the Champions Leagues, the many more things as well. And that's what's gets my nerves a little bit. Yes, Bobby Firmino is the unselfish one. He is. Yes, he doesn't score many goals, but when he does score goals, they are important goals. Like against Tottenham and other teams as well, he is the important one in the front three, in my opinion. Mane will come back and forth, works hard for the team, can be selfish at times when he wants to be as well. But again, that makes a fantastic striker. And Mohamed Salah, Salah's like he is one of the best African forwards in the Premier League history, and probably in Liverpool's history, not only, African, just in general, Liverpool's history. He is probably one of the best, if not the best, strikers ever. And that for me, that's what you have to be in like a league. This is what Ronaldo was. This is what, that Man United team back in like the 2000s, they had Rooney, Tevez, Ronaldo, Berbatov, players that were selfish, but then they went on and won Premier Leagues and Champions Leagues, and that's where Liverpool want to be. We want to be up there. I've seen that, Real Madrid has been linked with Mo over the last couple of days, and there will be transfer videos on the channel. I believe on Tuesday's the first one that we're going to be posting anyway. Hopefully, in trying to, get back to a, straddle and trying to get to a schedule. But it could go wrong anyway. But yeah, like I'm saying, Mo Salah, for me, he has to keep that selfishness within him, because, if he doesn't, then he doesn't score off of the goals he scores, and I was going to mention him about his chances missed against Newcastle, especially this one, where he could have just rolled it across Darlow and just, made it 1-0 Liverpool, and then we're coming away with all 3 points, away from Newcastle. And for me, though, Mo Salah will score probably 95 out of 100 chances that he scores. It's just those 5 chances sometimes that we go. Remember where, his first season, we were all like, oh, if he was, consistent and, accurate with his shots, he would have scored 100 goals. He ends up scoring 44 in one season. That's how good he is, and that's how I think I think all of our front three is fantastic, and I think they have to keep that little bit of selfishness then, really, in my personal opinion, anyway. But guys, let us know your thoughts in the comment section, of course. Where we buy. John says, hope we bounce back on Southampton match. Felt sick how we dropped points against West Brom, Fulham, Brighton, and not forgetting VAR decisions, yet Arsenal beat all those teams. It's mad. It is mad how football works. Look how Leeds beat West Brom. Look how Arsenal beat West Brom, and we couldn't get one more past them. That's football, isn't it? That's football. Strange results happen week in, week out in the Premier League, and that was just sadly not our day, theoretically. And another day we would have thrashed them 4-5-0, but sadly we didn't. So, but look, there's plenty more points to be gained. I believe anyway, if Liverpool don't drop any more points from now until the end of the season, we still get 99 points. So Is that realistic? Probably not, but it's still a target. So it is what it is. To be awfully honest with you, Simon says I think it will be Genie, Hendo, and Thiago midfield. I think Jones might need a rest. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Owen says Thiago is the pickles in the jar of pickles. Yeah, he is. He bloody is indeed. Where we buy? Let's scroll down. LC Reds Forever says Palace game without Salah, we looked like a team. Maybe, but to be fair, he comes on and scores 2 goals, again, assists. So, yeah, I love Mo. I absolutely love Mo. Doug says Thiago is the jam or honey on toast. Yeah, he is. He is indeed. 10-minute chess. I think that's how, yep. Says good evening. Hello, how are you? Hopefully you're having a fantastic day, mate. Status says Thiago is the cherry on top of the cake. He is. All of these analogies, guys. Come on, come on. What else do we have? John says, feeling pretty confident as we have never surpassed 3 matches without a win. Also, Vestergaard and Alex McCarthy won't be playing. Yeah, we will get to the Southampton news in a brief moment. Anyway, we will talk a little bit about it, of course. Jeannie Zinn says it's easy to say we can do with our best players, but we should remember the players that put us back where we belong. Walk alone. Yeah, absolutely agree with that, mate. Is this Bootman rumor true? There's going to be a Bootman video Tuesday. That's all I'm going to say. There's going to be the return of Liverpool potential transfers, and the potential transfer is, of course, Sven Bootman, and we will be talking about him as well. So, no, I'm not going to answer any questions in today's video whether or not that it's true or whether or not people think it's true. Everything that I'm going to say is going to be saved for that video anyway. So for me personally, that is when I'm going to leave it. So check it out. Make sure to hit the notification bell, and you'll get first notified when we post the video. Data says we have to stay top with depleted squad. Once they are all fit, the stroll in the park. Yeah, I absolutely agree with that. To be fair, the best thing about 2020, Liverpool winning the league and collabing with 5 amazing people: Connor, Jack, Dave, Mickey, and Owen. Absolute pleasure, Doug. Like we said in our group chat now, it's always nice. We get to talk every day in that, and communicate and, like, of course, collab, and that's the best thing. Really coming out of YouTube as well. Lol, shit sport. Yeah, they are shit sport. And talk shite as well. Yeah, shit sport, I like to call them as well. 10-minute chat says, I don't think we need a defender in the window. From what I've seen, we've missed goals. Yeah, but then we can't rely on Joel Matip. I would agree if Matip was fit. If Matip was fit, and we had like the rumors that Virgil is coming back sooner than expected and other bits and pieces as well, then I'd say probably not. But we can't rely on Matip because Matip has the structure of a Weetabix, so it's not really that strong. John says it's really going to sign centre back, considering we are once injured away from having a Phillips and Reece Williams playing. I'll have, like I said, I think we'll have all of that talked about in that video anyway. Well, in my personal opinion anyway. Owen says we're conceding 1.5 goals per match. Is this A, just a question of bringing in another centre back, B, because we have a wider issue, or C, because we conceded 23 against Villa? Probably 23 against Villa. Probably just that. No, we do need a centre half. I think it's A. Like, we do need to bring in another centre half, because you look at it in particular. Centre back position obviously is the most substitute position for Liverpool this season out of any position, and that is obviously due to Virgil getting injured and Matip getting injured every single game that he's in. So Matip can only play 60 minutes of a freaking game without getting injured. So it is what it is, and Liverpool need to sign in a centre half. I think we've said this, since Verge got injured. Centre half is the crucial thing for us in particular, anyway. And I personally think it is the most crucial position, anyway. In my personal opinion, we're missing Jota so much that Ben. Yeah, we are missing Jota. I agree with that. If Jota plays against Newcastle, we win the game, plain and simple. And I think that is what's missing for Liverpool right now. There's no quality coming off the bench in terms of attack. Of course, we have Thiago coming on. We have other bits and pieces coming on. Shaqiri's there as well if we need him. But normally the guy in Divock Origi that we turn to, if Jota isn't there, Origi's not performing. So who do you turn to? No one particularly then, realistically. Anyway, Kale's saying, is Mbappe happening? Yes, Mbappe is happening. Ben says the 5th of the 1st, 2021. Don't miss the Bootman vid. There you go. Remember the date. Jeannie says, that, as much as it's good to see you on Tuesday, lad, I don't see us making signings. I hope I am wrong. What players you want to bring in? Mbappe, Ronaldo, Messi. No, I'm kidding. A defender. Plain and simple. I want a defender. I don't want, because then if a defender comes in, then it potentially opens the door up then for Fabinho to go back to midfield. Personally, don't see it happening this season. I think Fabinho is nailed on as a centre-back for this year. But it will be interesting to see if we was to sign a centre-half, whether or not Jurgen would maybe one game, if it was against, I don't know, a Burnley, might go, okay, it might be where we just look at it and go, okay, we can put him in midfield. We'll play, for example, Bootman and Reece Williams, and then we can, if things go wrong, we put Fabinho back in defence and maybe substitute on a midfielder. That's how I could see it working anyway. But it all does depend. But and I've seen a couple of people as well, like, there's been like a couple of rumored players, and people will be like, I don't want him and that. To be fair, whoever Klopp wants, I want, because I trust that much in Klopp and trust in that much in the transfer committee. I think we should all just stay calm, collective, and just trust in them, because they've brought players like Robbo, Virgil, Ali, Mo, Sadio before, and they smashed out the park. So I'm just saying, just keep your faith in it, really. And I think Liverpool will definitely make a signing in January anyway. Doug says if he does join, it will be Bootman and Robbo. Yeah, it will, to be fair. Data says Haaland incoming, Klopp will see to it. Yeah, I think that's a summer thing, though, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. Ben says, I think COVID will affect our transfer budget. I don't think it has, to be fair. I think Liverpool are the only... I think thanks to the Nike deal, I don't think it has affected it as much. I think we are actually one of the clubs that have been hit positively. I could be wrong, but I swear I read that somewhere a couple of weeks ago that Liverpool were one of the clubs that were actually quite good due to COVID now, because of course the Nike deal, having 20% off all merchandise, that's a pretty good deal. So of course, club inflow. Cash inflow, has been coming in like that. Of course, fans have been coming back in as well. Obviously, not now because tier 3 and that, but it's interesting. It is very, very interesting to see whether or not that would be the case anyway. And of course, as well, Liverpool might even get rid of Divock Origi in this window. Might get rid of a couple of other players as well, like Larouci and Ben Woodburn. Bring in a couple of cash. So it does depend on many of a thing then, really. But Diego says any player Klopp goes after, the price will be increased by the selling club. I reckon there will be loan deals. Yeah, look, we're gonna be paying premium prices for players. We are. That's how it is. And that, like David Alba, the Bayern Munich centre half, the Austrian one, Fabrizio Romano tweeting out the other day that saying that it's like there's been like 6-7 clubs being linked with him. Real Madrid are leading that race. Apparently, there's been 3 Premier League clubs, which could be Liverpool, but I don't know. I don't think it is personally, and it does look like he's going to be going towards Real Madrid. Sorry, so that is a sad thing because Alaba, he is such a good player, in my opinion, anyway. KL says, can Man United shut up about Sancho? That they ain't going to sign Sancho. He's going to go somewhere else, in my opinion. Ben says, Haaland in a Liverpool shirt would have weighted the team like Newcastle, West Brom, and Fulham everywhere. Yeah, he would have. He simply would have. I absolutely agree with that, Ben, to be fair. No, FC Res Forever says, no, the GOAT Origi. Yeah, he is the GOAT, but it's time to go. In my opinion, it's time to go. In my opinion, he's just not been effective this year as he was in the Champions League season. You know, and that is gutting to say. And Data says by Origi for Haaland would be a decent swap. It would be a decent swap, to be fair. And the one swap that has been talked about a lot in Germany, anyway, is that Dortmund want Takumi Minamino, which I don't think it's going to happen. Like Minamino for Haaland, would anyone entertain that? Really? I personally wouldn't, but I don't know. I say this. I'm not saying that I wouldn't want Haaland. Of course, I want Haaland, but I don't want to get rid of Takumi Minamino because I think Minamino has a future at Liverpool. Anyway, Ben says if we don't push for Alaba, it's a mistake. He's the Austrian Milner. He is the Austrian Milner, to be fair. But apparently, it is. Apparently it's already a done deal with Real Madrid. Apparently he wants to really move towards, and apparently Zidane wants him as well. So yeah, a bit of a gutting thing, but I do agree with you. But Ben always says agreed. A versatile player would be an ideal next signing. Yeah, it would be, because let's not forget this as well. James Milner's, what is he, 34, 35? He's not young, and Klopp, I feel like, hasn't used him as much this year. You normally, but to be fair, he's always on the bench and he's always there when fit because he is such a versatile player. Can play virtually anywhere, can't he? He is Mr. Reliable. He is Mr. James Milner. Kale says, was the GOAT linked with Leeds? To be fair, he is a Leeds fan. To be fair, Ben says Origi before Mora was unreal. Yeah, he was. He was so good before friggin' Funes Mori fucking destroyed his knee or his leg and that. So yeah, that was a bit of a shitter. Jeannie says, as much as I love the GOAT, we should get sheep. Yeah, I agree. Right, but before we move on to any more comments, then let's move on to the Southampton news then of the video, because we haven't gone for half an hour anyway. And as you can see on your screen right now, that was a tweet from a reliable Southampton source, and they were saying goalkeeper Alex McCarthy will miss tomorrow's game against Liverpool after testing positive for COVID-19. McCarthy is the only Saints player to return a positive test and is now self-isolating. Fraser Forster is set to replace him, his first appearance since May 2019. Now, we always know when a goalkeeper is brought in to play against Liverpool, they're always good. So expect Fraser Forster man of the match performance tomorrow. Anyway, but it's big news, of course. Yet again, it's another it's another situation with COVID, of course, with Man City taking that, and another, apparently there's 6 players with Man City that's currently got COVID, and there's other players and teams in the league that are struggling with COVID. I believe Liverpool are fine at the moment, but that could be a different scenario in the next couple of days. But it is an interesting thing. And guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments as well. The rumor is at the minute the Premier League are looking to having a 2-week break in towards the end of January anyway. Do you think this will happen or not? I think we were speaking in our friends group, and we all said it won't happen. And I don't think it will happen, but it was interesting to know your guys' thoughts anyway. What would you think anyway? Data says, yeah, Minamino for Haaland all day long. Throw in Origi too. Yeah, to be fair, it would be nice. Ben says Zidane is the bald fraud. He is the bald fraud. He can't do anything without Ronaldo. Minamino, get your hands off him. He's staying. Yeah, I think he's staying. But there's rumors in Germany that he could be going to Dortmund anyway. The question is, would Haaland fit our system? Yeah, I do think he would. I personally, I think he would. 100% Doug. Ben says you need to charge your phone on that screenshot. Oh no. Oh no. Dodds is it as well at the Mags. Of course, Dodds is a Sunderland fan. So if any of you guys want to check out Dodds, then go and say hi to Dodds because he is a very good Sunderland fan. He's going to hate me for that. Ben, oh, a 2-week break would benefit all clubs in the Premier League. It would. It would benefit everybody, but I do think it's not going to happen because I think they'll want to get the league done and dusted first of all, and as quick as possible, in my personal opinion. Anyway, with rising cases in case numbers, I think there will be a possibility. It is interesting. I think, yeah, like I said, I think personally it should happen, but I just don't think it will happen, in my opinion, anyway. Dave's in saying, hi, Connor. Hello, Dave. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day, mate. Reds Forever says, don't they have a winter break in Feb? They do have a winter break in Feb, but it's like one team plays 1 week and the other set. It's like the league is split in half, and it's like 1 week a half of teams are playing and then the other teams are having a break, and then it's swapped over then, and it, like the whole league isn't it isn't playing, like there's a game on every week then, really, in particular. 10-minute chess says a month's break give VVD more time to return. It does give VVD more time to return. To be fair, Diego says, I don't think it will happen at the 2-week break. Yeah, I don't think it will either, even though I do think it should anyway. Dave says, my team, Allison, Trent, Fabinho, Nat, Phillips, Robbo, Genie, Hendo, Thiago, Salamane, and Bobby, and a 2-0 Liverpool win. A very, very interesting 2-0 win. Tom, you can get in the bin. Sunshine. It's not going to be 7-2 to Southampton. To be fair, there's more chance of Everton, winning the Premier League before that. I say that now. Watch it be 7-2 Southampton. Seamus says they are testing twice a week in the Premier League now, instead of once a week. I think it's depending on how many positive cases show up. Yeah, that is true. To be fair, Data says Euros should be cancelled. I don't think they will be, because of course they will. They was cancelled this year anyway. Jeannie says, I thought it would have happened by now because of the caseload, and yeah, potentially, but I don't think it's gonna. Like I said, I don't think it's gonna happen anyway. Can someone block Tommy? He's a troll. He is a troll, but he's a nice troll. Doug says, how did you do versus Southampton, Tom? And then Tom went, haha, we lost, but this year is a write-off. It is a write-off, but it's never a write-off when Everton can't win the Premier League or win a trophy, which is never going to happen this season. So, yet again, since 1995, Tom, you're not winning a trophy. He's probably going to kill me later on. Ben says, to be fair, it doesn't help when deadheads like Kyle Walker are throwing parties. Yeah, fucking the whole City lot of fucking idiots. Edison, Laporte, who else was it? Yeah, Walker, Mendy. There was more. There's more players that I can name off. There probably is more, but they're just fucking idiots, aren't they? Really, and in my opinion, a ban should be placed because of what they did. So, yeah, it's a bit shit. Like, and Genie goes since 1995. Yeah, but anyway, guys, let's move on then to the starting 11 prediction. Let me know your predictions in the comment section down below. Let me know who you think's going to start. I think everyone's probably going to have the same 11s, kind of, I think. Who knows? But this is mine anyway. This is the team that I do think that is going to play against Southampton tomorrow night at the St. Mary's Stadium. And it's pretty much the lineup I went against Newcastle. It's Alisson in goal, of course, Trent, Reece Williams, Fabinho, and then Andy Robertson, Jordan Henderson, Genie Wijnaldum, and the main man, Thiago Alcantara. And then, of course, then the front three of Mo Salah, Sadio Mane, and Bobby Firmino. Of course, the big one would be if Thiago was going to be starting and playing. I think we're all very much excited if Thiago can play anyway, and I think that he will play tomorrow. I think that 20 minutes that he had was an inkling anyway that Klopp wants to put him in the team from minute one. and I think he's going to put him in for minute 1 anyway. But I think as well that Liverpool will definitely benefit from him being in the team, because like we said earlier on, he is a world-class player. He is probably the best midfielder in world football, and having him in that team, it's frightening, and it is frightening. And I think Southampton are going to be, they're going to be scared, because Newcastle was scared when Thiago come on, for a good 10 minutes, they didn't know what to do with themselves. And, unluckily for us, like, we couldn't capitalize on it anyway. But Doug says, COVID idiots and then selfish effing idiots. Yeah, they are selfish idiots. No Thiago, no party, says Ben. Genie says, Alisson, Trent, Phillips, Fabinho, Robbo, Henderson, Genie, Curtis Jones, Salah, Firmino, and Mane. And he's gone for a 5-1 Liverpool win. Go away, Cahill. Doug says, Alisson, Trent, Reece Williams, Fabinho, Robertson, Hendo, Genie, Thiago, Jam on toast, Salah, Mane, and Firmino as well. They get Thiago on toast. There we go. There's our saying anyway as well. But guys, let us know your score predictions as well in the comment section as well before we do head off, because I did say I was only going to be on for half an hour or 20 minutes, and we're gone for 40 minutes. So nice preview. But yeah, thank you to everyone anyway that has tuned in to the video. I do very much appreciate it. As always, there was so much hype for today's video. I don't know why. Probably because I've been away for a little bit and people coming back, but yeah, I'm not going away yet anyway. We are still making videos and that anyway, but let me know your score predictions quickly before we do head off anyway. Ben, it's gone with a 17-2 to Liverpool. I'd absolutely love that, to be fair. Data says, take care everyone. Diego says, it's going to be chilly down on South Coast. It's chilly everywhere right now, to be fair. KL's gone a 5-0 Liverpool win. Seamus gone, I'm confident, 3-1 to Liverpool. And then Reds Forever says, loved it, mate. You never walk alone. Thank you, mate. I do very much appreciate that. For me personally, I'm going to go for... Do you know what? I'm going to go with Seamus as well. I'm going to go 3-1 Liverpool. I think we're going to dominate the game possession-wise, like we always do. But I think we'll finish away our chances, especially after the frustration of Newcastle. And I just think they're going to get the lucky goal, towards the end. Anyway, in my personal opinion. So I'm going to go with a 3-0 Liverpool, 3-1 Liverpool win anyway. And fingers crossed we can get 3 points. We can just move on then towards that Manchester United game next. The Premier League, of course, we've got FA Cup to deal with first and that. But anyway, hopefully we can just move on and hopefully steamroll this league now with Thiago and others back anyway. But let's quickly check a few comments out before we leave. Doug says, Southampton 1, Liverpool 2. Foster to be sent off whilst thinking of jokes aside. Mane, Salah, Mane, and Ings for the Saints anyway. Diego says, Southampton 0, Liverpool 4. Jeannie says, you never walk alone. Data 5-0. Tom, can someone block Ben? He's the troll with stupid score lines. Oh, bloody hell, man. Mickey's in as well. Hello, Mickey. Hopefully you're on a fantastic day, mate. Ben says, can you block Tom? I'm gonna kill 2 of you now. Okay, so what time is the match on? I believe it's 8 o'clock UK time. The game is on. It's on Sky Sports, of course, Monday Night Football. Anyway, but yeah, it's on 8 o'clock tomorrow. Anyway, so check it out if you're going to watch it anyway. But anyway, guys, thank you so much to everyone that has tuned into the video anyway. I do very much appreciate it. And thank you for tuning into the match preview show anyway. If you haven't already, then please leave a like on the video. It's very much appreciated if you could do that because, it helps with the YouTube algorithm because YouTube algorithms, they're all messed up and that. But, if you like it, share it and that, it's very much appreciated as well. And if you're new to the COP Council and watching us for the first time, then please hit that subscribe button and don't forget to enable notifications because YouTube, for some reason, hate notifications for some odd reason. But until next time, guys, that's going to be it from me. I've been Connor from the COP Council, and fingers crossed Liverpool can get all 3 points against Southampton. But until next time, guys, that's going to be it from me. I'll see you all later, Reds. Ta-ra.